Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be discussing something that a lot of you send to me in personal messaging or DMs, but I also get it quite a bit from my clients that I train with in person. So I just wanted to touch on it in case it is something that you're wondering about in the back of your mind. And that is my top 5 tips for healthy eating, getting those healthy eating habits without having to count macros, weigh your food, etc. In the description of the video below, I am going to write out what my tips are, but if you stick with me, I'm going to elaborate a little bit for you. Coco eats healthy every day. Peas, carrots, potatoes, beef, protein, fat, carbs. Follow this kid here. Alright guys, so basically you could go into Google and type in healthy eating tips and blah blah blah, and you're going to get a slew of information. And unfortunately in this day and age, probably a lot of people targeting those who are looking to get healthy with some quick fixes. With that, I would like to say, full disclaimer, there's no magic pill when it comes to eating right and seeing those results. If you're trying to see some fat loss, I do plan on putting a video together in regards to that, but trust me when I say there is no magic pill. We would all be doing it if there was a magic pill. Trust me. With that, my first tip to you is fat, protein, carbs. I want you to think about that with every meal. So people who tell me, when I say, what are you eating? And they tell me that they had an apple. Okay. An apple is very good for you. It is going to give you some energy. However, I want you to think, what could I put with that apple that could maybe provide me with some protein? And it's the same thing when somebody tells me they had eggs. I had 2 eggs, or I had egg whites. Okay, that's fair. That's great protein, that's great fats, but in this case, I'd like to see a carb source. If you keep in mind fat, protein, carbs, you should have a well-balanced meal that is going to fuel your body for the day, for your workout, for what you're trying to get done. That way you're not depriving your body of the 3 main elements that it needs to utilize. So fat, protein, carbs. If you'd like some examples of those meals, I'm happy to give them to you. Some quick ones that I could tell you is if you put together a smoothie, you're most likely going to get the fat, protein, carbs, because you should be utilizing some form of protein source. Perhaps you're adding peanut butter in there or some form of nut butter, as well as some fruits and veggies. So that should round that out for you. So speaking of balanced meals, that brings me to my number 2 tip, and that is please eat your veggies. But why do I have to eat my veggies? Because the vitamins and minerals in vegetables are important for your body to maintain homeostasis. Eat your veggies. They also keep you looking good, your skin glowing, your hair nice, your nails growing. Please eat your veggies. If you don't like vegetables, find a way to substitute them into something so that you are not tasting your vegetables. They have so many options out there. Just be careful that you're not having something that's overly processed. But for example, you can buy containers of powdered greens that meet the serving requirements of your daily greens. You can pop that into a smoothie, and let's be real, peanut butter and banana covers the flavor of pretty much everything. Fact. I gotta get a little taller for this one because this is my personal favorite tip and a great rule of thumb. It is one of the number 1 things actually that I say to people who look at me and they're like, but I like X. So this is my number 3 tip. Limit. Do not restrict. Please don't tell yourself, I can't have that. All that does, because let's be real, we're all children, is make you want it more. So instead of can't, the best thing to say is, I will not have that, or I don't want that, I don't need that. But at the end of the day, I don't want you to restrict everything, because that's no fun. I'm gonna be honest, and if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. I have the biggest sweet tooth. I love my sweets. I actually made a cake last weekend, and that was just because I was cleaning the kitchen and I thought a cake would look really nice in the kitchen. So, limit, don't restrict. The first thing I did when I made that whole cake was cut it in half and send it along to my in-laws' house, because otherwise I'll probably eat the whole cake. But you can have things that you enjoy that are not considered healthy and still maintain that healthy eating habits, the healthy lifestyle. So with that, say you want a tub of Ben & Jerry's. Okay, Ben & Jerry's, it's a small container, right? No big deal. Wrong. Read the side of the container. If I remember correctly, because I love ice cream, I believe that a serving size is 1/4 of the container. I could Google it, but I'm not going to. All I have to say is, if it's 1/4 of the container, then scoop out 1/4 about of the container and put the rest away. You get your Ben & Jerry's, but you're in within serving size, okay? It's not gonna ruin your whole diet. I would also recommend maybe choosing just one day a week to do that. You shouldn't be eating ice cream or candy and cookies every single day of the week. But again, that's limiting, not restricting. So if you have one cheat meal a week and that's your cheat meal, heck yes, enjoy it. Just be sure that you're not overloading. A serving size is a good rule of thumb. I also say that you should check into serving sizes with all of your dieting, but again, if you want some meal options or some ideas like that, comment below, let me know. I'm happy to dive deeper into that. My number 4 tip is probably my biggest vein of my existence for clients that are specifically looking to actually gain weight. Because yes, some people do want to gain weight, they don't want to lose weight. They're very thin and they want to get those curves back or have some muscle. You know, some guys just want to have a chest, some girls just want to have a booty. With that, my number 4 tip: weight loss and meal trackers, meal tracking apps specifically, they are a phenomenal rule of thumb, but they were not your Bible to live by, okay? And a great example of that is, I actually have a client, she's so sweet and she kills it in the gym. She brings it and she's there even if she doesn't have a training session. And her goal is to gain weight. She wants to gain weight, she wants to gain muscle, she wants curves, and she's killing it. We've got her muscle up, her inches are up, but she had a minor increase in fat percentage. So when I asked her what she was eating in a day, she pulled out a meal tracking app. She has in the settings of the meal tracking app that she would like to gain weight. And it has, of course, an increase in calories, because if you're looking to lose weight, you eat at a calorie deficit. But if you're looking to gain weight, you eat more calories. I can't think of the antonym of that right now. Sorry. I digress. That app is a computer. It doesn't know circumstances like we do. At the end of the day, it's a good rule of thumb, but it's not a Bible to live by. It's gonna make you gain weight regardless of whether you're gaining fat or muscle. So it had her eating an extreme amount of calories. Yes, she was building muscle, but she was very unhappy. She told me that she wasn't enjoying her meals anymore because she was having a hard time getting all of her calories in every day. And it was honestly a little bit stressful. And B, it was causing her to then hold on to fat. So it's important. It is not a Bible to live by. We cut her calories down a little bit. We discussed the pros and cons of it. And it's honestly going to bring me to my top 5 tip, and this is my biggest, most important tip that I am going to give you today. Or are you listening? Pay attention. Number 5 tip. If you are hungry, eat. Did anybody hear the heavens open up? Okay, full disclosure, I don't mean, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna go snack. That's not you're hungry. What I mean is, oh, I just put in a really hard workout and this apple and peanut butter isn't cutting it. Eat. If you are hungry, eat. Your body is sending a signal to your brain because it needs food to fuel it. Okay? If you don't fuel your body, guess what? You're going to store fat because it's worried about when it's going to get its next meal. It's worried about when you're going to fuel it up. So if you're hungry, please eat. Your body will thank you and you will see the results. At the end of the day, guys, you got to remember just to be patient with yourselves. Don't berate yourself if you go off your diet one day or you aren't following everything as strictly as you feel you should be, because that's how we stop going after things. That's how we end up feeling discouraged, okay? Start making little changes. Those habits will follow you. And I hope these 5 tips help you. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything that you would like to see, such as touching on healthy, well-balanced meals and some different meal options, as well as going over the importance of serving sizes, please comment below and let me know. Have a good one, guys.
First I eats the carrots, then I work out.